Hello everyone, this is Marcia. Today's video is going to be a tutorial using SuperDuo beads. I've had a few requests from a video I did a while back. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below. In case you haven't seen it and you want to, it'll be there. I made the ring on the video, but I showed other pieces. These earrings were the first pieces that I made, and then I made a pendant and a bracelet. I got requests for tutorials on the bracelet, well, all three, because I had done the ring already, and people asked for the tutorial on the bracelet, the pendant, and the earrings. So today we're going to be doing the bracelet, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to be doing it in two colors, white and black. And then in future videos, I'll be doing the earrings and the pendant. So keep a lookout for those. But today we are going to need, and if you want to do the red, white, and blue, I believe there are 36 or 37 of each, but that's not a definite. Depending on your size wrist, you may need more or less than this. The actual size of the beads measure 6 inches, and then the clasp is another inch to make a 7-inch bracelet. But like I said, today I'm going to be using two colors. I'm going to be using black as my center, and then I'm going to have white on either side. I'm going to be using the Wildfire and Frost 0.006. I'm going to be using a size 10 beading needle. The white beads I'm using, they're called the SuperDuo White Luster, and they are from Beadsmith. I bought these on Amazon. It's been a while, so I'm not sure if they're still available, but these also I bought on Amazon, and they're just they're shiny black. So we'll have those two, and then of course my Miyuki 11O seed beads, silver lined crystal. We'll be using those as accent along the edge. And then a clasp. I used a magnetic clasp on this bracelet, but today I'm going to be using a toggle clasp. I think it'll go good with the, it's like that gunmetal gray, and I think it'll be nice with these two colors. Then you'll need your scissors to cut the thread, and that is probably it. I usually have my awl here, which I don't, but I have checked these beads. Just, check the holes of the beads before you get started, and you shouldn't have a problem. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to thread my needle with about, I'm going to start with a wingspan. I don't believe you'll need that much, but I always like to take extra. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and we'll start beading. Okay, I have my needle threaded with about a wingspan, and that is about 5 feet for me. I guess if you have longer arms, it will be longer. Shorter arms, it will be shorter. But you might only need about 4 feet for this. But like I said, I like extra. I like to start with extra. So I have a stop bead. Did I mention that you will need a stop bead? And mine is just a brown bead. It's anything different than what bead you're working with. This way you don't chance working it into the project by mistake. So I'm going to leave 6 to 8 inch tail, starting with the center color, which will be my black. Pick up one black and one white, and just keep alternating until you have the length you need. And I think I said I'm using 37. Did I say 37? I'll recount them and let you know for sure. Black in the center. This will count as both your inside and one side outside edge of the bracelet, and we'll be adding the other white on this side will create the other outside edge or the border. So keep doing that until you have the length that you need. And it's no big deal if you add on the beads and you say, oh, that's too long or that's too short. At the end, you can add or take away some beads if necessary. So go ahead and do that and get all your black and white, or your black with one side of the white on here, alternating between the two colors, and then I will meet you back here once that is done. Okay, I'm back and I have my black and white, so it'd be my center row and one of my outside rows on my thread. And this is the time you want to lay them flat and position them. See how I have the black on the inside and the white on the outside? It doesn't matter if you're using all one color. In this bracelet, it would have been the red where the white is and the white where the black is. So you lay that down and you measure. So this is approximately 6 inches, or very close to 6 inches. And with the clasp added, that's almost another inch. So you're talking about a 7-inch bracelet. So that's an average size, and that's how I worked this one. I was going to make this one a little bit smaller because I have a 6-inch wrist and I like my bracelets a little tighter, but I am going to leave this as is, and maybe I can tighten it up along the edges a little bit. But oh, and what I did is I have 38 black down the center, and I have 37 white on this side, and I'll have 37 white on the other side. So what you need to do from this point is start picking up your white and going down the other side. So to do that, you want to turn around by putting your needle through the other hole, and this is going to be hard to do without covering it up. You need to change directions to come down this side. If you can just maybe pick it up and hold it, it's going to be wobbly. So anyway, what I need to do is pick up a white. So I'm going to pick up a white, and I'm going to come through the next black one. And as soon as you get a few on, it will start stabilizing. You'll see as soon as that's on. So that's what that will look like. And these white beads are so pretty. They have almost like a mother of pearl finish, that pearlescent, thus being called luster. So anyway, pick up another white and go through the next black one. And you can see the pattern is forming already. Pick up another white, go through the next black. And as we come around the edges with the 11/0s, that's when we'll add our clasp to the end. So we just want to get all of these on here now, and make sure whatever color you want in the center, that the beads are laying properly, so you don't pick up the wrong bead. So that's basically what you do all the way down. You pick up a white and go through a black bead, or whatever bead color you're using. I'm loving this black and white. This is so pretty. So anyway, just continue that until you get to the end, and I'll probably stop one short, and we'll continue on from there. So I'll meet you back in a little bit. Well, here we are at the end of our bracelet. I've got all of my beads threaded except for the last one. So I'm going to take that white bead and go through the last black bead of the row. Don't knot. And if I didn't make that clear before, it's always the empty hole. You know, you've already gone through one hole of the black bead and you just are going through the other hole, the empty hole. So we are finished. I love that. I was going to put the silver lined beads, silver beads, on the edge because it's what I had, but I decided to dig into some of the necklaces I've gotten in these jewelry bags, and I pulled some black beads out. So I'm going to see what it's going to look like with black as opposed to the silver line. I think the black seed beads on the edges will be a better accent. It will complement it better. So that's what we're going to do. I may like it, I may not like it. So, and some of these beads are pretty irregular, like this one. We don't want that one. This one's kind of elongated. So I'm going to have to be very careful as I go through. With the Miyuki, I know they're pretty, somewhat consistent in size. These look like they're all over the board. So it may not work, but I'm going to try it. So in order to do that, we need to turn around. So going through the other hole, the opposite hole of the bead we're coming out of. We're coming out of this side. We want to go back down this side because we need to turn around to get into position. Turn around through that black bead and go through that white bead as well. And then make sure your thread's tight. Coming out of the white bead, you want to go up the other side of the white bead and just the white bead. Okay. And then down that outside hole, that empty hole of the white bead. And that will put us in position to start doing the seed beads on the outer edge. So let me see if this will look right. Well, as long as I can get pretty much the same size in the beads, I think I like this. I think I like the black bead. Oh, that looks pretty good. I've got this camera, the angle, I am in front of the camera, so I'm not seeing what you all are seeing, so I hope this is in frame. This thing my mat keeps moving. So that is what it's going to look like. Let's pick up another one. That's pretty consistent. Oops. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, I think I'm going to like this. So I'm going to continue on picking up these black beads and putting them in between the white beads on the outside edge. And I'll meet you at this end. And then we'll continue, we'll go around and we'll put the clasp on this end then. Okay, see you then. All right, I've put the seed beads on one side of my bracelet. And the funny thing is, I ended up using the beads that I picked out to put to the side to not use. But they were a little bit bigger and they filled in the spaces better than some of the others. But just goes to show you, you never know what's going to come out of this. You know, you start with one idea and end up with something else. So anyway, I think that looks pretty good. I think the black kind of sets it, you know, better than the silver line, even though I like the silver line. But anyway, so let's put on the last seed bead of this side. So that is done. I think there's one that's a little smaller than I would like to make it lay flat. But you know, if you want that curved look, you can use more beads, make it longer, and then you get that domed look like the ring. But I'm going to try to keep this one as flat as I can. All right, so this is, we're going to put our clasp on. I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads. My mat keeps moving. I hope I am still in the frame here. So we've got the 3 seed beads. We're going to take it, come around and go down that black 2-hole bead on the end. And then I'm going to come back up the other hole of that same black bead. And then I'm going to pick up 3 more. Now I'm trying to find the smaller ones. Okay, I've got 3, and I'm going to come down the white bead. Then I'm going to go back up the other side of that white SuperDuo and up the black to end up on the end so we can put our clasp on. All right, so we're coming out of this, and I'm probably shifting, I'm so sorry, out of this, and I want to pick up 3 more. Black seed beads. Put that down and then pick up one end of the clasp. Doesn't matter which end, just one of them. And then pick up 3 more seed beads. Okay. And then come down the other side of the black SuperDuo. And come down the white. The first 3 there, and then up the 3, and then up the 3 of the clasp, and then through the clasp, back down the other side, those 3 of the clasp, those 3 seed beads that are on the other side of the clasp, and then down the other 3 seed beads. And then we're going to go around again. So let's do the seed beads on the outer edge of this side, and just like the other side, pick up 1, go from one white bead to the next, continuing on this whole side, picking up a seed bead and going through the next SuperDuo bead until you reach the other side. And then we'll put the clasp on the other side and see what it looks like. Okay, I am pretty much finished. I'm getting ready to put my last seed bead on this side, and then we can put the clasp on. We're almost done. So, got that. So, not bad. I just, since I did not buy these seed beads, I'm not sure if they are just painted or if the color goes all the way through. Like the SuperDuo, their color is all the way through, so they stay true to the color. Not sure about these, but I like the way this looks, and we'll wear it, we'll see what happens. At the end, ready to put the next clasp on. Let's do 3 and go from the outside edge of this white up to the black and back down the white. Make sure we keep this out of our way. And then we're going to go back up the other side of the black, pick up 3 more, seed beads, go down the outside edge of the white. We're coming down through this white bead, so we're going to turn it around and go back through the white and the one side of the black seed SuperDuo bead. And then we're going to put on our clasp. And I need more seed beads. 3 more seed beads. Them drop down. We're going to pick up the other side of our toggle clasp. And 3 more seed beads. And go down the black and the white SuperDuo. Trying to keep that tail thread out of the way. We'll work that in later. I had more thread than I needed on this, so I just continued on with this end. If I had fallen short with the thread, I could have used this tail thread to put that clasp on, but I didn't need it. So anyway, so let's go back up the white, the outside hole of the white SuperDuo, and those black seed beads, which I got one of them. I'm going to turn my work so it's easier for me to see these and go up. So I'm going to go up all of these seed beads that I just put on through the clasp. Got plenty of light and I still can't see. Not good. Okay. And back down all of these seed beads. And you know, we're going to do that one more time to reinforce it. And go down the white. I know my hands are probably in the way. I apologize. We're coming out of this white SuperDuo now, and we're going to go back up the other side. We'll go back up both of them and then back down the black and white, back up the white, and then we're going to do that whole process again of going through all of the seed beads, because you want your end with the clasp nice and secure. And then I'm just going to go down some beads, and there's our bracelet. We'll go down a few more. We'll come out a seed bead and we'll do a half hitch knot. Go underneath the thread between the black seed bead and the white SuperDuo and pull it tight, and you got yourself a knot there. And then you go past that and just do that about 3 times until you use the thread up. You know, just go on down and then take your needle off this thread, put it on the end of, you know, take your stop bead off. Make sure you do that. Put your needle on this end of the thread, and then you can come on down this side and do some half hitch knots, and then you'll be done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, get rid of my tail threads, and then I'll come on back. Okay, well, I am finished my bracelet. I've gone down all the outer edges with the thread that I had remaining. I did my half hitch knots. Everything is secure, so everything, at least on the outside, has at least 2 passes of thread through it, so it's pretty secure. And that's all the thread I had left after cutting it. I like it, and I hope if you decide to do this, you will like it. And again, it's the same principle as the red, white, and blue, so depending on what colors you choose to make this, you get all different looks. And I just wanted to share also the black beads, because I didn't have any black seed beads. This is the necklace. I took it off of. Or some of you might remember me getting this. I don't like the wire, and as you can see, the wire is bent, so I'd plan on recycling these beads anyway, taking them off because I really do like these silver ones. But anyway, so they came in handy. I took, I think, cut 2 strands off, and you can see how many's left. So still lots of projects in that necklace. So anyway, that's it. I'll get to the earrings. Probably I'll do the earrings the next video, and then I'll do the pendant after that. I have to examine this. I have to remember how I did this. It's been so long. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this type of video and you'd like to see more, since we don't have jewelry jars, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do about getting some more of them out. All right, well, you all take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Till then, bye-bye.